Hello everyone, it's Helen at Journaling Planet, and today I'm going to see how many pieces of junk journal ephemera and embellishments I can get out of this one magazine page. It's torn out of an issue of Rolling Stone magazine. The other side is interesting, but I really am struck by this image and would love to put this either on a tag or a journaling card. And then the additional challenge for me is to see if I can use the surrounding paper to make other things for my junk journal. I use a lot of magazines in my junk journal and I often get asked how I use them. I know that Treasure Books has just done a massive video on this, which I watched and loved, and I do a lot of the same things that Natasha does, maybe a few differences here and there. But I hope that this video is inspiring and makes you look at a magazine page perhaps a little differently than you did before. Okay, let me get started with my scissors and see what I break this page down to in terms of its components. Okay, this is what I've ended up with. I flipped these pieces over because on the page I was working with, they are white. Not necessarily anything wrong with that. And in fact, I may use that to top a tag and maybe do a little bit of ink around the top and maybe stick one of these stars on there. I don't know. We'll just see. I don't know which side of these I'm going to use, but the point is they are usable material. So I'm going to start with what I think is the easiest thing, which is this image. I do notice that there are some blank spaces either side of her head that would make a really lovely tag shape. In order to make my tag, I am going to need to use some scrap cardboard. I'm just going to use the back of a paper pad, but you can use anything that's in your recycling box, anything from dog food boxes to food packaging, anything that you have. Let me get this glued down and then I can start making my tag. So this, of course, really just lent itself to a journaling card or a tag. And it's a beautiful image. I'd be happy to put this in my journal as is. I just use a bit of text and a couple of the stars that were in the margins on the top as a tag topper. And this, I think, is a beautiful image that I'll be very happy to preserve in my journal. So that's one piece of ephemera. Let's try another one. Going to use this text a lot like I would use book page, and I'm going to see what I can create is a sort of abstract collage on top with the various pieces of paper I've got spare and left over. Let's see how it works out. So this is the finished piece. I just kind of layered up some scraps in the background and then had this quote that I wanted to go across the top, rounded the corners, inked around, and I think this is a perfectly usable journal card. A little bit interesting, a little bit different, a little bit abstract. Okay, let's see what I've got left. What I have left is a bunch of stuff that I think you'd normally put in the recycling. But I'm going to just see if I can layer up a thin snippet roll from these edges and add some of the magazine scraps and just see what it looks like. It might not look very good, but I'm going to just give it a whirl using the magazine as a base point for the strip. Okay, am I suggesting that this is the most amazing snippet roll base ever made? No. But I have used up every single last little piece of the paper that I had left. I just spattered it with a little bit of watercolour. That's the only thing I've used apart from the magazine itself. And once I put, say, another magazine image on top of this, I can use it as a belly band, or I can use it as a little tuck, or I can use it as a page border. And I'll know that all I had to do in order to create that was to cut up a magazine page. So the answer to how many pieces of ephemera can I get out of one magazine page today has been 3, 4 if you count the topper here, but 3 in total, I think we can agree. And I'm really pleased with how they've turned out. I do think that magazines are a lot more versatile than people realise in the junk journal community, and I really hope to see more people using them and cutting them up and having some fun. How do you use magazines in your craft? Please do let us know in the comments below so we can benefit from your wisdom and have a go for ourselves. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you next time.